Hi. Mother Nature says hi too. Tapping into all of you today in Mother Nature because there's been a lot of energy from those around me and around imbalances in hormones, in feminine and masculine energy, in the sacral chakra, in menstrual cycles, fertility. So interestingly, since I'm seeing this amongst multiple people, want to share something with you all about it. This is also going to be, I feel like, especially potent for anyone who identifies as a woman and who bleeds. So when our menstrual cycle is imbalanced, it's because our feminine and masculine energies are imbalanced. Our flow and our doing energies are imbalanced. Our being and our do and going energies are imbalanced. So our time of bleeding each month is a sacred time of rest, of literal release and letting go. And it's what allows us to be the wonderful, fertile creators, holders of human life. But it also allows us to be fertile creators of anything, of projects, of ideas. And I want to be very clear that this creative energy exists within all of us, no matter what we identify as. That feminine and masculine energies exist in all of us, no matter what we identify as. But if you are a woman and you bleed, you really feel this, as I do. And so, for a while when I was on my IUD, I didn't get my cycle, my bleed. And I was having migraines around the time. And I realized it was because my body couldn't release in its natural way because my hormones were all different from the IUD. So my body wanted to release in another way. And this will happen also more for you if you're more of a sensitive person. If you do healing work like I do, you're going to feel it. But any of us, it can happen. So then I started, even while I was still on my IUD, honoring that time of my cycle. So I would, even if I wasn't really bleeding, I would act as if I was. I would do less work. I would rest. The days leading up to it, I would make sure I was resting, eating the right things, drinking the right things. So, this is, even if you are someone who feels called to keep your IUD or birth control, it's still important that you honor that time. Otherwise, it builds up over time and puts our body out of whack. And look, there's other things that happen too. There's very physical causes. So please, go to your doctor if, things are imbalanced. This is just me teaching you the energetic and emotional side of it, which complements that. Because it will help then the Western work happen a lot better and not just maybe faster, but for more long-term sustainable work. It's very important that we take the time to, when we're healing anything physically, look at the emotional and energetic mental sides of it to benefit you more in your healing, so you get to the actual root of the issue, so you're not just healing the symptoms, so the things don't come back, because they will come back if you don't heal the root of it. Okay, so have you been 2 in your masculine? Have you been 2 in your feminine? That's also can be part of it. If you're not bleeding at all, I would say 2 in the 2 in okay. Guides are switching me gears. Just know that it's about you're in 2 of one of the other. Knowing specifics is about dropping into your own heart. We can drop in together and talk about it. The sacral chakra is so sacred to giving life, to fertility, to connection, to intimacy, to boundaries. So that's another thing. Are your boundaries too open? Are your boundaries too high up? Do you have too many boundaries with your, even around your own intimacy with yourself? Are you intimate with yourself? Which is beyond sexual. It's being emotionally and intellectually intimate with yourself. So there's just a lot here that we can go into, and I just want you to know that you have the power and the smarts and the passion and the love to help yourself heal, to Know your body. This is also the sacral chakra. This womb space is where our gut intuition sits. So we have the higher form of intuition, that is the unknown. This is like the body knows and feels it when you feel like something's right or you feel like something's wrong. And if there's an imbalance there, have you been tapping into your intuition and listening to your body? And so like a very simple thing you can do is just start giving yourself time of day of self-love, of looking in the mirror and saying, hey, I love you, of self-massage, of touching your space that's hurting and saying, hey, thank you for the creativity, thank you for the life you birth, thank you for the blood you bleed, you know, thank you for all of this, because that's what makes me human, it's what makes me feminine, it's also what helps make me balance and still be masculine. It's so important. It's so important. And also coming out and being with Mother Nature, touching a tree. These are all really simple ways of connecting and healing. And just know that you are not alone, that you are also carrying the weight and the feelings of your ancestors, of our communal feminine ancestors, of the energy that's happening collectively, you know, of the things that have gone on with our government in the United States and in other parts of the world around feminine rights. So thank you for the pain you're going through, for what you're releasing, because it is releasing for all of us. So thank you. And if you need to cry, please cry, because that is an important way that we feel our emotions and we let go and we release. So thank you for your tears and what you're feeling, your fear, your anger, your frustration, your confusion. Thank you. And I'm so sorry that you're feeling that, but I know that you are so strong, and that if anyone can do it, you can do it, okay? So thank you for holding this space for us all to heal. And men, and those that identify as men or in their masculine, this is important for you to know too, and it also heals you, because we are one unified being. We are not separate. So let's all tap into that womb space energy and find some creative flow, connection to Mother Earth, and let's heal. Okay? All right. I love you all just the way you are. I'm here if you want to talk offline. Just let me know. Sending love to you and all of your beautiful wombs.